Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into another Supatease video. And Blizzard has rolled out additional class tuning when it comes to the healing role for patch 12.1. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing it and talking about the direction of a lot of specializations and maybe the likelihood of their possible success as a result of these changes, or potentially their failure as a result of these changes. And if you want to make sure that you're staying up to date with news related to World of Warcraft, educational and entertaining content, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. Your support is greatly appreciated. So let's get started off here with the Restoration Druid, which is benefiting greatly and immensely right now from the changes that have already come in, and it looks like you're going to continue to benefit as they are buffing abundance. It's going to increase the critical strike chance of regrowth to 60% from 50 and reduce its cost by 60 up from 50. They're also increasing regrowth's direct healing by 25%. I have some serious concerns about healer power. Resto Druids are going to be, I think they're going to be pretty good. They are nerfing their PvP talent for Nature Swiftness. The cooldown is going up on it, but their healing output looks rather nasty. Although maybe without NS Clone, maybe they're going to need it. Time will tell. Preservation Evoker. We'd like to reduce Preservation's raid healing, as it has eclipsed other healers by a significant margin. I think that was the case last patch too. At the same time, we're increasing the triage healing through Verdant Embrace. Oh, this means you're going to be good in PvP. And Living Flame to help them out in dungeons where they are not overperforming. So Dream Breath's Hot is going down in effectiveness. Marithra's Blessing is going down in effectiveness. However, Living Flame is going up by a lot. And Verdant Embrace is going up by a lot. So Living Flame, especially if you're playing Chrono, this would buff Chrono Flame too. Chrono Flame might do a lot of healing. Your rotation might change massively in PvP. Reverberations causes Verdant Embrace to heal for 40% over 8 seconds, down from 60 though. Class set triggers Living Flames at 100% value, down from 150, sort of to compensate for this buff. Life Spark increases healing and damage of Living Flame by 100% up from 50, but not in PvP. Okay, so they were aware that this would probably be an issue, especially the damage component of it, because I think Chrono Flame would have been through the roof if they let that go through for a damage increase. So it's only a direct healing increase for this. I mean, Prez is strong right now in the current tuning, but if the game slows down, maybe it's not as good because of mana issues. And so like nerfing your hots might actually be pretty significantly detrimental. Definitely concerning if they're going to be going after Prez like this. It's mostly just the game pace changing, I think, though. That's a bigger deal. Although, if you don't die in stuns, they might not have a weakness as Subtlety Rogue anymore, which could give them a big opening. For Mistweaver Monk, they're just nerfing your healing by 8%, however, buffing your mastery by 50%. I think I saw a Mega Set on Twitter who's a Mythic Plus Mistweaver Monk really upset about this change. I don't really understand the significance of it, other than they're just making your mastery stat more desirable by lowering your overall base healing and then making your mastery healing higher so that you can wear mastery. I think right now in PvP, I think you wear full haste. So like this change to me, I mean, maybe they're also trying to nerf some of your direct healing, because I think your mastery is just passive hot healing. So trying to nerf some of your straightforward direct healing while just having more passive healing. Kind of just like buffing your raid healing, I guess, in a way. With this one, which probably will be felt as a nerf, I think, in PvP. Mostly because you don't play mastery, so it's just going to be an 8% healing nerf across the board. For Holy Paladins, you're getting more buffs. I can't believe they're buffing Holy Paladin again. Mana cost of Holy Shock is going down by 11%, and its healing is going up by 50%. I did see some PvEers saying that you basically never press Holy Shock because of something to do with the Holy Power economy, and you basically just don't even need it, apparently. So they're trying to make you press it by increasing its healing. It's not increasing its damage, only its healing. Paladin, I think, is going to be really good next patch. A lot of the specs that are like maybe shaky right now are getting a big tune-up for the next patch. So you definitely want to keep your eyes on those specializations. I'll probably make some videos in the future here covering like the big winners of patch 12.1 and maybe the big losers as well from all the changes potentially coming through. Disc Priest has been very problematic, I think, throughout this patch's tuning for 12.1. So what are they doing with it now? They're buffing penance damage and healing by 15%. Grim Deliverance now increases Shadow Mend healing by 40% up from 30, and increases its cast time by 0.3 instead of 0.5. So you're getting faster Shadow Mends that heal more penance damage and healing. Atonement healing falls off more sharply when healing 5 or more targets. So it's nerfed in raid, but it'll still stay strong in small group content. And then, but Void Shield's getting nerfed again. So Void Shield was the main reason to play a Disc Priest in this patch, and they've been hammering nerfs on it and trying to compensate for those nerfs. And so this is just continuing with that trend for Discipline Priest. And hopefully they even it out, right? Like a lot of specs, like one ability is like 30 to 50% of your overall throughput, and those specs, I feel like it'd be better if they could pull some of the damage or healing out of those abilities and put them into the rest of the kit. But if that's the only thing you're pivoting on and they don't give you enough of the other stuff, it might put you in a weak spot. Holy Priest looks like he's getting buffed again. Prayer of Mending is getting buffed by 20%, and Oracle Prompt Prognosis Healing is getting buffed by 30%. Now, it's possible this 50% mastery, maybe it's a buff even with this 8% nerf. It's possible that this is just a buff across the board to pretty much every healer except Perez, with their raid healing targeted mostly, but their direct healing going up. I'm very concerned that healers are really strong right now in 12.1, at least in PvP. Very concerned that they're very strong. So I'm a bit worried about how this is going to play out. And they're also buffing all their like direct instant healing, which kind of goes away from the plan of like attrition triage style healing in PvP where you spend more time, you know, not at 100 but also not at 0. I'm a bit concerned about how that's going to be achievable with tuning like this. I wish that I could actually get more direct testing on the PTR itself. Basically dueling and like training dummies is pretty much all that you can really grab at the moment, but from some of the dueling I've had against healers, they're already really strong. So this increase to them even further, I think like Battlegrounds is going to be the most felt by it because there's no mechanic like dampening. Like at least in Solo Shuffle, dampening eventually accelerates the game by reducing healing by a significant amount, and then the healing basically gets tuned, right, by dampening. But in Battlegrounds, there's not really that. I think it's Battle Fatigue that reduces it by a static amount, but there's not really much outside of that. So I do imagine. Also, where's Resto Shaman? Are you guys the only healer that didn't get anything? I think Resto Shaman is legit straight up the only one that didn't get anything. They nerfed your healing rain before, but now you get nothing, man. You get nothing. But that's it for this one. It's just a quick update. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and I will see you in the next one.